Dark, dense forests can often elicit a feeling of dread, the feeling that something isn't quite right. Maybe you feel like someone is watching you, that you're not alone, or perhaps that the undead are dwelling there, refusing to move on. Whatever it is, forests can often be terrifying and not the best place to explore by yourself in the dead of night. So today on Top 5 Scary Videos, I'm going to be counting down our list of the top 5 scary haunted forest urban legends. Before we begin though, be sure to stick around until the end of the video where I'll be responding to some of your comments. And with that, let's jump in. Coming in at number 5, we have Devil's Tramping Ground, North Carolina. The Devil's Tramping Ground is a camping spot located in a forest near the Harper's Crossroads area in Bear Creek, North Carolina. Throughout history, it has been the subject of persistent local legends and lore, which frequently allege that the devil tramps and haunts a barren circle of ground in which nothing is said to grow. It has also been listed frequently on lists of unusual place names, as you would expect. In North Carolina, tales about the ring, also known as the circle of ground, are well known. These include the disappearance of objects left within the ring overnight, dogs howling, and strange events occurring to those who are brave enough to spend the night within its boundaries. It has been alleged, as I previously mentioned, that nothing has grown within the ring for 100 years. Legend says that this is the very place that the devil himself can rise from the depths of fiery hell and thus come to earth. Sounds great to me. It is also said that at this place the devil is supposed to walk in circles on certain nights to bring his evil into this world. Journalist John William Harden wrote about the area, stating, "Chatham natives say that the devil goes there to walk in circles as he thinks up new means of causing trouble for humanity. There, sometimes during the dark of night, the majesty of the underworld of evil silently tramps around that bare circle, thinking, plotting and planning against good in behalf of wrong." In at number 4, we have Wychwood Forest, England. Wychwood Forest is a biological site of special scientific interest north of Witney in Oxfordshire. Now, unlike the rest of our list, there is no historic event that took place that confirms the forest is in fact haunted. However, it is said by those who step foot in the area that there is hair-raising stuff going on amongst the trees. Some people have reported seeing the apparitions of crying children in a horse-drawn carriage, to even ghostly hands touching them. A more notable story is that of the ghost of Amy Robsart, the wife of the Earl of Leicester. Amy mysteriously died of a broken neck, and one day while hunting in the Wychwood Forest, her husband was said to have stumbled across her ghost. According to the legend, her ghost told him that he would be dead in 10 days. And that he was. The legend has lived on, and it is said that if you dwell in the Wychwood Forest, you will meet the same grisly end as Amy's husband. Coming in at number 3, the Black Forest, Germany. The Black Forest is a large forested mountain range in the state of Baden-Württemberg in southwest Germany. Historically, the area was known for ore deposits, which led to mining featuring heavily in the local economy. However, in more recent years, tourism has become the primary industry, accounting for around 140,000 jobs. Now, the forest itself got its name from the conifers that block out most light below, giving the area a mysterious aura. The forest is nestled deep within the southwestern Germany, with the area's tall evergreens being as sinister as they are beautiful. It is also said to be home to paranormal creatures ranging from witches to even werewolves. This in turn inspired the brothers Grimm to write their famous stories, Hansel and Gretel, Rapunzel and Sleeping Beauty. Some of the many legends that surround the forest goes as follows: a headless huntsman riding on a white steed, a king who kidnaps women to take them to his underwater lair, and of course friendly dwarfs and frightening werewolves. It makes sense now why this would be the location of many of the Brothers Grimm's fairy tales. Coming in at number 2, Hoia Baku Forest, Romania. The Hoia Forest is situated to the west of the city of Cluj-Napoca, near the open-air section of the Ethnographic Museum of Transylvania. It is a beautiful place that often lures in bikers and hikers from around the world. However, according to legend, the forest is the location of paranormal activity. According to one visitor, I quote, "We are in the clearing. The trees stop in a uniform oval where nothing grows and where, since official records began, nothing has grown. Once when I came here," says Alex, our guide, "I found 60 people from Bucharest trying to open a gate into another dimension." Now, the clearing is supposedly the creepiest place in the entire forest and is said to defy the investigations of soil scientists and attracts Roman witches, as well as people trying to clean the forest of its evil. Now, the forest first came to international attention in 1968, when a military technician by the name of Emil Barnier photographed what he believed was a UFO hovering over the clearing. Now, at the time, the communist government equated the belief in the paranormal as madness, as well as state sabotage, so in turn, Barnier lost his job. As of today, many people who visit the forest, and specifically the clearing, report strange symptoms, including nausea, anxiety, as well as the feeling of being watched. Not to mention, as I said before, nothing seems to grow in the clearing, according to official records. Weirder still, trees in the surrounding area grow in odd patterns, zigzags and spirals that no one has been able to explain. Very creepy indeed. And finally, coming in at number 1, AOKIGAHARA Forest, Japan. Also known as the Sea of Trees, or more commonly the Suicide Forest, this is a forest on the northwestern flank of Japan's Mount Fuji, existing on the hardened lava laid down by the last major eruption of Mount Fuji in 864 CE. The forest has a reputation as the home to ghosts of the dead in Japanese mythology. In more recent years, though, it has become known as the Suicide Forest, with it being one of the world's most used suicide sites. In 2003, 105 bodies were discovered in the forest, exceeding the previous record of around 78 back in 2002. Jumping forward to 2010, the police recorded more than 200 people having attempted suicide in the forest, of whom 54 were successful, which is absolutely devastating. Now, some people blame this horrific trend on the forest's association with demons in Japanese mythology. However, others credit it to the tightly packed trees, which make it easy to get lost in the forest and muffle sounds, in turn providing an isolated location. As you would expect, many spiritualists have visited the forest who have called the site a hotbed of paranormal activity. These people believe that the suicides in the forest have permeated the forest's trees, which in turn has generated paranormal activity in the area, preventing anyone who may enter from leaving the depths of the forest. Many hikers who decide to make their way through the dense forest will often mark their path with tape or string to make it easier to find their way out again, and those who visit say the forest is deeply unsettling, with the sprinkling of clothing and litter lying around. Well, there we have it. Do you guys agree with our list? Were there any haunted forest urban legends that we missed? Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below, and perhaps we can do a part 2. Before I go though, I just want to respond to a few comments from one of our last videos, top 5 scary demons in the Conjuring universe. Oregon said, "You're so beautiful when you say La Llorona, I would like to take you out, and speak of sarcasm and how beautiful you look showing your tummy." I love this comment because it's just so weird. Most people said I was saying La Llorona wrong, so thank you for liking the way I say it. And yeah, I love sarcasm, so we'd get on well. And also, you're probably the only one that appreciated the sight of my tummy because everyone said I was thick. One person said, "Lucy, quarantine didn't do you good," or "You didn't do well in quarantine." I did not. Peter Quill said, "She's still saying her words funny. Huh. Did you think I would go into quarantine and then come out a different person? Because I'm still British. That doesn't change anything. I will still speak this way. Nothing's gonna change that." Capriles Artware said, "Maybe this was asked and answered before, but why are you in the studio while Keegan is still in his basement? Will Keegan stay in his basement until the end of days?" I mean, fingers crossed. I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping he will never come back, but maybe that's just me. No, honestly, only a select few of us got to come back early, people who were in social bubbles together, etc. But we're all maintaining a distance. Currently there's no room for Keegan. He needs to stay 6 feet away from me and more at all times. We can't be that close. But one day he will come back to the studio, but for now he better continue dwelling in his basement. I'm not ready to see him again. Danny Devil said, "Lucy is the top demon." I know I am. I should put myself on these lists from now on. That's what you guys want. Sarah Emily said, "Big fan." You know who that is, Chris? Sarah Emily.
Who's that?
Sarah.
Topping?
Yeah, Sarah Topping.
Oh, Miss Emily.
Miss Sarah Emily Topping. I know who that is. And she is a big fan. And I'm a big fan. It's a mutual thing. We're big fans of each other. Select02 said, "I can't stop watching these videos. It must be the demon. Your name gives me dominion over you, and I know your name. It is Lucy. Wait, why is it not working? Is this not your name, or is it some unspeakable horror I myself cannot withstand and understand? We're all doomed. We're all doomed. All hail Queen Lucy. All hail Queen Lucy." This is honestly the best comment I've ever read. I went on a journey with you, and it was a great journey. Yeah, and you'll never have dominion over me, just so you know. All hail Queen Lucy, get down on your knees right now. And on that note, if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another scary vid. And until next time, see you later. Mountain range in the state of Baden-Württemberg. Oikahara. Huh? Oikahara? Oikahara Forest? Oikahara? Or more popularly. What? That doesn't sound like a word anymore. Popularly. Say it? Popularly. Popularly.
Yeah, that sounds weird. What do you think?
Now it's not a word anymore. Let's just say commonly.
I should maybe redo that for the train just in case.
You would redo it for the train.